about what that term meant to you when you first heard it, when you first started using it, applying it to yourself.
Well, then, Brian Michael Cooper was like a media coach to me. He was kind of teaching me how to do interviews. So that's how we met, by him actually doing an interview with me, but at the same time, just kind of showing me the things I need to say and, you know, when I need to not say much.
And Barry Mike Cooper is the guy who wrote New Jack City.
New Jack City, yes. And he actually gave me that name around the same time they were doing New Jack City writing. And when he gave me that name, I ran with it. You know, I didn't think nothing of it. I didn't think it was gonna be this big. And I just ran with it and just continued doing music. And I still didn't have like a real sound. It was just coming into its form. And that's how we developed New Jack Swing, along with Andre just giving me all of the artists to work with to test my sound. And everything came out successful. We had #1 records.
Yep, out the blue.
Platinums. And that was just me being a hungry kid from Harlem.
Now Teddy used to make these records in his mother's living room in the projects. I would go to his house, hang out. I would watch him make the bass line first, and it'd be him and me, like from today. And then he put the drums. And then he would watch to see, you know, 4 or 5 people be there. He'd be watching how your head's moving. And if your head is moving like this, he's adding more flavor to it. And like in 20 minutes, he'll have My Prerogative playing. The basic skeleton of My Prerogative playing. Like when I say somebody's gifted, to this day, I've never seen anybody as gifted musically as Teddy Riley.
Oh, thank you.
Well, and in addition, you've worked with some of the most gifted musicians out there as well, starting with the Jackson family from Janet to Michael.
Yes.
Tell me about that.
Well, let's start with the Jacksons, because I didn't think I was gonna make it to Michael. But, you know, I got to work with the Jacksons, and that was good for me. But working on that record, I never got to meet Michael. You know, he just came for the video, he did his vocals alone. He didn't even do it with the brothers. I did the vocals with the brothers, and everything turned out great. And I was like, when are we gonna meet?
What was that record?
That was 2300 Jackson Street. And when I did that record, I was like, yeah, I finished everything I had to do. I said, when I'm gonna meet Michael? And I kept saying, when I'm gonna meet Michael. And then I never got to meet him, and wound up seeing the record, you know, the video on TV. I was like, man, this is messed up. And then I'd say 3 months later, it was around Christmas, because we did that record at the end of the summer. And then around Christmas, Gene Griffin, my manager at the time, we broke up. And when we broke up, I got a call from Quincy Jones.
But before they broke up, let's go back a bit. They broke up after the Budweiser Superfest, when Guy and New Edition were there.
That's right. I didn't want to go into that, but I'm going to go into it. But you want me to tell him? Well, there was an altercation between New Edition and Guy. Backline, not us per se, the principals.